Hey guys, welcome back to TomGirl. This is episode 17, and today we're doing the TomGirl Top 10. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
All right, guys. Hey, welcome back. Tonight, it is just me, but I'm going to do something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. So since we don't have a guest today, I want to do the TomGirl Top 10. Part of the reason we started the show TomGirl is because I wanted to build this community of adventurers, people out there exploring, get things on adventure, fashion, sports, entertainment, and have one little hub where everybody could communicate and talk about things that they like doing and things they enjoy and share it, and have a little community that can share and talk about these things so others can go out and go do those wonderful things that you've discovered. So today I'm going to talk about some of my top 10. We're going to make this a quarterly thing. So we're going to do fall, winter, spring, summer top 10. So tonight is your fall top 10. Okay, so to start this off, and I'm sorry, I know I sound very husky tonight. I did a little adventure on Labor Day weekend and went back to Nebraska, where I'm from, and my 3-year-old nephew Dax left me with a little present that's is a cold that has been sticking around for 7 days now. So anyway, so bear with me.
Let's tell the good people where to find you.
Oh, I'm sorry. And that is Anthony in the booth too, buddy. You guys,
hello.
He's going to share in this episode as well and help show a lot of pictures tonight. All right, guys, you can follow me at TomGirl TV on Instagram and Twitter, and you can also follow my personal account at JJ Jurgens. All right, so this first spot, one of my favorite trips I took 2 years ago. It was on my list for a long time, and I finally went and explored Austin. So we're going to Austin, Texas. The photo up right now, for those of you watching the video, is the Barton Springs pool. I love this because it's just natural water. They've made it like a pool there. You can see there's diving boards. There's grassy hills all around it and a big park. So it's a great place to go and like read a book in the park, then take a dip in the pool, jump off the diving board. What you don't see in this picture to the right there is an awesome dog park too. So if you're traveling with your pup, take your dog to that dog park. He is going to have the trip of his life as well. You can keep rolling through. Yeah, so this next thing is you have to eat at a place called Torchy's Tacos when you're there. It's a food truck. I was recommended that by Josiah at Studio Awesome. Shout out to Josiah. He told me I had to go there when I visited, and he was correct. The best tacos I've ever had. This dessert is called Nookie. Now, who wouldn't love a dessert called Nookie? I mean, sets it off right there. But it's awesome. My favorite. I love chocolate chip cookies, and these are actually deep fried chocolate chip cookie balls. They're amazing, amazing. And I said balls, but they're great. Okay, if you want a little place outside of the city for real relaxing, if maybe your travels, you like to do more spa type of, a zen type of place, this place is amazing. This place you can go horseback riding, and I'm totally just having, because I'm sick, I'm going to say it wrong, Travana? I'll follow that up after this. I'm so sorry. But anyway, there's horseback riding. Everything is really fresh food. It's real natural. There's massages. There's outdoor activities. There's you can walk along like there's a zip line. It's really has a little bit of mixture of everything at this place. So that's another place to check out while you're in the city. I also like this, where I stayed, a place called Lakeway Resort, right on the water on Lake Travis. Lake Travis is one of those most beautiful lakes I've ever seen. And if you stay at Lakeway, you can walk right down to the bottom of the hill, and there's a whole boat rental where you can go take out boats and go water skiing, be out on the water all day. And it's really nice because you don't have to travel far from the hotel. You just go back, park the boat when you're done, and walk up to the hotel. The hotel has a pool that overlooks the whole lake, and with a swim-up bar, so you can just swim up, get your drinks, look out, look at the lake, sit in the pool, get in the hot tub, look at the lake. It was pretty much that rotation that I kept doing, and it was amazing. Across the other side of the lake, and I'm sorry, that was Lakeway Resort. Across the other side of the lake is a place called Hippie Hollow. So for all you people who maybe like to do a little bit of skinny dipping on your vacations and walk around a nudist colony, this is something that, I mean, you got to kind of do it once, right? So really, really fun, really cool thing to check out while you're there. Also, a great place to stay is called Hotel San Jose, which is right up on Congress Street, which you can go walk from the hotel to this Allen Boots, which is for you girls out there would love your fashion and want to go get some great boots while you're in Austin, you got to go to Allen's Boots. More boots than I've ever seen in my entire life. Amazing store. I could spend hours in there and do a lot of damage. So definitely check out Hotel San Jose. Even if you don't stay there, it's a great place for to just go have a drink there. There's a little shot of the Torchy Tacos food truck now too. All right, and then of course the music. What Austin is, those the boats that I was talking about, where you can go down and rent boats and water skis and take the boat out for the day. And also when you're in Austin, go downtown, hear the music. Such great music scene, music culture. It's what it's all about. So the other thing to do. There's also above Lake Austin, there is another. There's a great hike too that you can go up on and look over all of Lake Austin too, and dream about living in those ginormous homes that are on Lake Austin. All right, I think that wraps up Austin for us. So number 9 on my list. This one is somebody I think you should be following on YouTube. His name is Devin Supertramp. His real name is Devin Graham, but he goes by Devin Supertramp on YouTube. This is him, a little action shot there. His videos will definitely make you want to travel. You will get sucked in if you're working in a cubicle, or you just sometime want to just like feel like you're out experiencing something cool. Just watch his videos. Every time they put me in a good mood. They really like make me want to get out and do fun things. I mean, from his a bouncy house tube battle, he does pole vaulting, pole vault, cliff jumping Olympics, and Havasupai Falls, which is high on my list of somewhere I want to go. He has they do insane tricks in there, and that video just really captures the beauty of that place. So, I mean, I love it just because of all the action stuff they do, but you'll also love following him just because of all the beautiful shots that he does and the places that you'll get an idea of adventures you might want to go on by his videos and checking them out. All right, so now to number 8. We've got a little shot of it here. This is called Xtreme 4x4 Moab. This is in Moab, Utah. I personally have not done this one yet, but my mom, part of where my TomGirl came from me was from my mom, because she has a whole group of crazy ladies in their 70s that go out and do all these kind of adventures. So 2 years ago, they went and did this one, and they all said it was the best, except for one, said it was the best thing that they have ever done in their life. Their favorite adventure they've ever done in years. And by reading the comments on YouTube and these guys' website, it sounds like tons of people said that. People said, that it's not for the faint of heart, but it's the best thing that they've ever done. So you go on guided rock crawling tours. So those ATVs are able to go like in and out of these big rocks and up the sides of rocks. And then they also go through like these really, really pretty places in Moab. So definitely, if you're a big adventure person, put that one on your list of something to check out. All right, number 7 for my TomGirl top 10. All right, this is just because these are my all-time favorite. I am a classic Ford Bronco fan, and someday I will own one. So I know a lot of TomGirls, boys, girls out there, everybody likes these vintage Broncos. We see a lot of them around town in LA, down at the beach sometimes as well. But this place, by far, I love going to their site just because they're beautiful. The things that they do to these Broncos are amazing, and I'm hoping either late fall or spring also that we can go do a trip down there, and so I can interview these guys and show you guys the inside of their shop and everything. So they call themselves Bronco Artists. They're based in Powell, Ohio. The owner is Brian Rood. So they said Brian Rood, I'm sorry. They take the vintage feel of the classic Bronco and then all the modern mechanics that will make you love driving it. So they had found that sometimes with the Broncos, because of the way they were originally designed and built, that maybe the ride wasn't as nice as they would have liked, or wasn't as smooth, or maybe it didn't have all the, it didn't have the power that they would have liked. So they basically take the looks and the aesthetics that you love, and they blend their aesthetic requirements also with your personality too. So maybe you want yours completely decked out, big tires, all the stuff. They'll do whatever you want and make it have your personal stamp on it, so you don't feel like you just got any vintage Bronco. You got one that really reflects your personality, the color you want, the interior you want everything, so that you feel that it is just exactly what you wanted. All right, so number 6. We're going to talk a little fashion here, because TomGirl, we talk fashion. So my fall fashion pick is these Spanx. I know you're gonna cringe when I say Spanx, but the faux leather legging. All right, so I do own a pair of these, and I love them. Love them. I can tell that I'm gonna live in them all fall because they're really, really comfortable. And unlike Spanx, I know us women who have all worn Spanx, you get to that point at the end of the night where all you want to do is take those things off, and they've like almost cut off your circulation. You have like line marks on your belly. You just want them off. Well, with these leggings, you actually don't feel that way. I didn't feel like I was completely sucked in and couldn't breathe, but I felt they like sucked in enough that maybe they kept everything like where you wanted it to be and made you really slim and trim, sucked in, and they're also like the right kind of thickness. Sometimes leggings can be too thin, sometimes they can be too thick. Like these I just felt were just the perfect blend, and they have the little moto edge on them too, so you can dress them up or dress them down. Tank top, long sweaters, cardigans, tank tops, boots, high heels. It's definitely going to be, I think, your go-to item for the fall. They are a little pricey, I felt, because they are $110, but maybe you can find some discounts on eBay. And I don't know, I feel like for the basic black go-to for the fall, that you're definitely the amount of times you wear them versus I do the price per wear. So if you do the price per wear, I think you're going to get a pretty good rate on these for the fall. All right, so number 5. Now that you're doing all this stuff for fall and you're out there being adventurous, you're going on the Moab, you're watching these videos, you're gonna need a beverage to carry you through the fall. Now it's football season as well. So my fall beverage is this house beer. I've got a photo of it up here. Why I love house beer. So I started out as, well, way in the day, I didn't drink beer. Then when I became a beer fan, I love beer now, but my drink was Widmer Hefeweizen. But Hefeweizens to me can get really heavy or feel bloated, or, just something when you're watching a lot of football or something, you don't want to pound a bunch of Hefeweizens because you're going to be probably done pretty early or asleep. I love this beer because it's light, but it still has a little something something. Their slogan is always in good taste. It's a premium crafted lager. The founders of this beer, it's right here. It's LA born. So the founders are Brendan Sindel, Derek Wilson, and Keegan Gibbs. And it was originally launched in Venice, California. It says it straddles between craft beer fussiness and micro mindless drinkability. So basically it's saying, if you're drinking Bud Light or something, mindless, just drinking it back. So it's kind of a beer that you can, they're the guys right there, that you can kind of do that for, but it's going to have a little more flair to it. And from a marketing standpoint, I love the simplicity of the can. I like their gear. I like their trucker hats, their T-shirts. I just think it's a business that's really, really smart. I love all their photos just like that, and the one when it's floating. I think they really have a good eye for their audience. I also encourage you to go to their website. It's not just a beer website. I think what's really cool is their site also has interviews from people and places that inspire them. So much like we try to do here, they're sharing their whole community of adventurers and people out there who motivate them, who are out there doing cool things. What's better than to go do cool things, do cool adventures, and then enjoy a nice cold beer afterwards, right? It's a pretty darn good day. All right, so that is your beverage for the fall. Okay, number 4 on our top 10. My recommendation for sporting activities. I'm going to recommend triathlons, guys. So we have some pictures of some triathlons here. So far, I've done 2 triathlons. I did the Malibu Triathlon and the Hermosa Beach Triathlon. Love, love, love triathlons. I think it's a good balance because I know a lot of people say, oh, I don't swim or I don't, do this. Well, the distances are short for each of those. So if you just train a little bit, you can get out there and you can do it. Even if you're not a runner and you walk that part, but biking's your thing, then kill it on the bike and then just walk the run. I think it's fun because it's you get a little taste of everything. They go really fast. Again, the people, the community, the tri community is amazing. So supportive. Everybody's out there cheering you on, want helping you finish. So I think you'll walk away just feeling really motivated and just really, it's really empowering. The other thing, if you really, really are absolutely against trying to train to do each portion of that, the great thing about triathlons is a lot of them offer teams. So you can have a team of 3 people, and one of you can do one thing, and so whoever doesn't want to swim doesn't have to do the swim. So it's another way you can get your buddies out and have a really fun day together, doing something active and sporty. So love them. And also, I will say, even growing up on a lake, like for me, I was surprised that the swim was my biggest challenge, and that's because both of those races, the swim was in the ocean. And I go in the ocean a lot, but I rarely had I just like swam laps in the ocean. Most of my lap swimming had been done in a pool or the lake. So it was a challenge, and on both those days, like the conditions were really stormy, and so we had giant waves. The surf was tough. So not gonna lie to you, that is one part that if you haven't done, you should definitely get out there. They have groups that will take you out and on training sessions before, so you will feel comfortable to get you into it, so you don't just go out there on race day for the first time trying to swim in the ocean with the currents like that. If you are so far, do not want to do the ocean at all, there are also lots of triathlons that are not in the ocean. Obviously, outside of California, there's even more, but there is the Hanson Dam Triathlon here that you'll swim in the pool and not in the ocean. And one that we're going to be doing in December is the Palm Springs Triathlon. So that will be in a lake as well. So sign up, do a triathlon. You can do it. Push yourself to try something different. All right, have a little water before we go to top 3. Okay, my number 3 on my top 10 for the TomGirl Fall Edition is a little entertainment selection for you guys. I just saw the movie, and I'm going to say girly movie. I just saw the movie Home Again this weekend. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I just, Reese Witherspoon can just do no wrong. She's so cute, and beyond this film, I just love everything that she stands for. She just had an amazing article in now I don't know, Glamour magazine. Yes, Glamour magazine, where she just all talked about women, not being afraid of ambition and not being afraid to go after what you want. And one of her quotes was, if a guy's scared of that, run from it. She just is doing so many great things for women right now. She's opening the doors to a lot of female directors, a lot of projects that are all that are female driven and really trying to give females a voice in the entertainment industry. So we're all about that. This movie I thought was just fun. It's just like a nice romantic comedy, fun, light movie, especially with a lot of everything going on in the world right now, and everything being in such turmoil, that it's just kind of a fun little escape to maybe take your mind off of that for an hour and a half. So I suggest that one. The director was Meyers-Shyer, which is the daughter of Nancy Meyers, who is the writer-producer of great movies like The Holiday, Something's Gotta Give, Father of the Bride. So no surprise that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and she killed it in this film. She was the writer and also the director of the film. So kudos to both of them. Great movie, and also the guys. The 3 guys, John Rudnitsky, Nat Wolff, and Pico Alexander, were adorable in it, and I just thought the cast was great, the writing was great, fun. So that is your entertainment choice for the fall. Okay, number 2. This place I'm very excited about. All right, so here's another adventure place for you guys, and kind of combines the adventure and the car theme that we do sometimes. So I'm also a big fan of Xtreme trailers. So this is Caravan Outpost in Ojai, and it's basically a campground, or you want to call it glamping as well. So it's a campground of Xtreme. So I believe there's 11 different Xtreme trailers that we're going to show a few of them all here, are in a circle there. it's called one of the original adventure hotels. Yeah, 11 Airstreams. They have events, they have s'mores, public bike rentals. There's yoga classes in, there's a general store. In some of the Airstreams, there's vinyl record players, so you can sit back in the Airstream and play some records. It is also, some of the Airstreams are pet friendly. Not all of them, but some are pet friendly. So if you're looking for a good place to travel with the dog. And then Ojai offers so many things too in Ojai. So you can stay there, and while you're there, you can go out on adventures. You can surf, bike, swim, hike, rock climb, go wine tasting, get massages. There's hot springs and meditation. So this is one of our picks for a destination spot for you for the fall. Even as things get a little chilly and the nights get a little cool, it'd be great to sit around the campfire they have in the middle there and cook your dinner, have some s'mores, great conversation, have some wine. Sounds fantastic. We're going in a couple weeks, so in a couple weeks I'll give you the full report of how it lived up to, because on the website I think it looks amazing, and all the reviews, they were all speaking very, very highly on it as well. So that was Caravan Outpost in Ojai, California. All right, and now we are to the #1 on the top 10 list. This is Polaris Camp Razor West. So I've been to this event 3 times now, and I love, 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 love. So this is my pick if you guys can get out here, or if you're in the area, if you can go to this. It's always Halloween weekend, so I think that falls on the 28th and 29th this year. I'm not for sure, but look it up. So if you go to Camp Razor West online, and that's Razor spelled RZR, Polaris puts this event on. As you can see in these pictures, they do demo rides in this. So even if you don't have your own ATV, what you need to do is get there early, and you can sign a list, and then they take people out on demo rides all day long. So you can opt. You get to drive the thing. You're not just sitting as the passenger. If you want to sit as a passenger, you can. But the best part, the coolest part, was getting to drive it, of course. And the sand dunes in Glamis are amazing. You just drive. It was like 3.5 hours outside of LA, I believe. And yeah, and like you see like this pink ATV. What's fun there is there's a whole community of people that have their own, and they go out there and they camp their trailers, and they spend Halloween weekend there. So they have trick-or-treating amongst the campers. So little kids are there, and they're out going door to door trick-or-treating. There's events that happen. There's a dunk tank. There's booths that you can go to. There's a bunch of food. I love it just to go walk around and see all the different types of styles of ATVs. People have them all fixed up differently. So it's just so fun to go around and see all the different ones. And I love it because it's guys, girls, kids, everybody. There's like people from all walks of life at this event, and it's so fun. It's just so much fun. Last year, Jake Owen played at the end of it, so he was the closer. I looked on the site, but they haven't announced anybody yet this year, so I'm not sure if they're going to have country artists playing this year or not. It said stay tuned for details, so hopefully pretty soon here we might get maybe some surprise of somebody playing to close out the event, but definitely really recommend that if you haven't been. It's a lot of fun, and so check it out. You can also, if you want to go, and there's places in the area as well that you can, if you don't have an ATV, if you want to rent from them just for the weekend too, you can, if you have a truck or camp or whatever you want to stay in, bring that down, and then go rent something and stay there. Otherwise, definitely check out the demos. And I tell you, after driving that Polaris Razor, it's so much fun. You can't believe how fast it goes, and just going up the side of those dunes is just such an amazing thrill ride that I can't say enough great things about it. It's just such a fun weekend. All right, so that is my #1. Definitely, if you have any questions, tweet me about it. Can send you more information on any of these things. I would also love to hear what your guys' favorite places are. So like I said, I want this to be a community. So I want you, if there's somewhere out there that you say I need to go, or I need to go, check out, or a movie I need to watch, or a beer I need to drink, let me know. Let's all share our ideas and get this community going. All right. All right, guys. So each week, hold on one more second here. All right. Okay, so each week we have our tradition of doing our Tom Girl of the Week. So today, our Tom Girl of the Week is Beth Mowins. And I'm extremely excited about this as a sports fan and a sports journalist. She is the first female announcer to call play-by-play in an NFL game in 30 years and the first ever to broadcast, to call a nationally broadcast game. So it was a huge deal last night, huge deal. And she sounded great. She was so prepared. I thought she handled it like a pro, and just yay for her. So a little big moment here in sports for women. So we love seeing that. And thank you for the inspiration. All right, guys. Well, that wraps up our first ever Top 10 edition here. Thank you so much for following me. Like I said, let me know ideas that you have, and I'll add them. I'll check them out before we do the Top 10 Winter Edition later. And then next week, we have a very special guest. If you guys ever watch the show Eat, Travel, Rock, or follow the blog, and she has her own Instagram, everything under Eat, Travel, Rock. Her name is Kelly Rizzo. So she will be here next week sharing with us, telling us all about her adventures. So you'll be sure to see that one. We'll see you next week again. Have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.